throughout the campaign of 2012,
oh, here we go.
The Romney side complained that the media was favoring Obama and that the media would not give Romney a break. So over the weekend on Reliable Sources, Howard Kurtz spoke with Stuart Scott, who was one of Romney's top advisors, and asked him, is the media in the tank for Obama? And this is what he had to say.
I like being able to fire people. I'm not concerned about the very poor. They brought us whole binders full of women.
Was there a tilt toward Obama that continues to this day? I spoke earlier with Stuart Stevens, the veteran Republican media man who was the campaign's top strategist. Do you believe today that much of the media is in the tank for Barack Obama?
Oh, that's not a yes or a no question. In the tank, I would say no.
I'm sorry, I said Stuart Scott, who is an ESPN anchor. I meant Stuart Stevens.
Okay.
But okay, so he says no, the media is not in the tank for Obama. What do you think, Jimmy?
No, I guess I got a little bit ahead of myself earlier. No, I don't think they're in the tank for either party. I think that if you did a Nexus Lexus search, do you find out more stories were critical of Mitt Romney? Probably, but that's like, it's easy to find more critical stories of a candidate who's hugely flawed. He had much more flaws than Barack Obama did, much more. So, and in fact, the whole Republican Party had much more flaws this last election cycle than the Democrats did. So that's
actually, Al Franken wrote a book called Lying Liars and the Lies That They Tell. Or is that
yes, that's
something,
it.
Something along those lines. And Al Franken made a great point. He addressed the issue of the so-called liberal media bias, and he completely deconstructed it, and he used it in the election campaign between Bush and Gore, and how many articles were against Gore versus Bush, and the number of media references that were against Gore were astronomical. And what he pointed out was that it wasn't like you said, it's not a left or a right-wing bias. It's just a corporate bias, and there are a lot of personal biases, like what's the easiest story to get to?
Right.
What does my deadline require me to do?
Right.
And what they run with all the time is like the easy narrative.
Right.
So Obama, what he did that was very smart in the campaign against Romney is that he painted Romney as an out-of-touch, awkward plutocrat who was filthy rich and couldn't connect with the average American. And then that's a very easy narrative for the media to run with. Look at this rich guy with his slick hair, and he keeps. And he was his own worst enemy with the 47% comment. He said, I like to fire people. I don't care about the really poor people. I mean,
my wife drives a couple of Cadillacs.
Yeah, so it was easy to run with. Now, the right tried to paint Obama as a socialist, gay Muslim from Kenya, which is absurd. I mean, just ridiculous. So the media can't really run with that. However, the media did give a platform to every single crackpot who wanted to prove that he was
even Orly Tates.
Yeah, who was not he's not American somehow.
Yes,
right?
Even Orly Tates, who's not an American, could get TV time claiming that our president, who is an American, isn't.
Right, and then you just go back a little bit. So you look at John Kerry, the media portrayed him as the out-of-touch rich guy who flip-flops.
Right, flip-flops.
Yeah, and they went nuts with that. And then earlier they portrayed Gore as a guy who lies all the time because he once stated that. By the way, he never said he invented the internet.
Right.
He never said that.
I know.
He said that he helped create the internet, which is absolutely true in a sense that he was on the Senate committee that authorized the funding for internet research. So yes, he was part of the process, but it was a very convenient narrative that he's a liar and not trustworthy. And then they focused on his size during the debate as if that mattered one tiny bit.
Yeah, you mean his size, S-I-G-H-S.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he got one fact wrong during one of the debates or one of his speeches where he said he went to some disaster site with FEMA chief, I forget his name, but he actually wound up going with the deputy chief, not the actual chief. Big freaking deal. He went to hundreds of these disaster sites, and they said, see, this guy he just can't stop lying.
Right.
And then the easy narrative for Bush was that he's a guy that you want to have a beer with.
Yes.
Which is interesting because he's an alcoholic.
Alcoholic can have a beer with you.
Right.
And that's...
Yeah, so the media often runs with a story that's convenient, that's easy to go with. I don't think the media get together and they say, let's be on Obama's side versus let's be on Romney's side or whatever it may be. So I'm glad to see Stuart Stevens admitting it. Yeah.